Salute, comites. So today you will be writing stories using these words that we've practiced about having big meals with groups of people, friends or families or guests. And to do this, you should now have all been divided into groups. Your first step is to choose a either secretary or leader, however you want to think of this. This is the person who will be recording the story itself and submitting it. Each group should just submit one story, although all of you have been invited to the Google form to fill out. Please just fill out one form per group. Let's take a look at this form right now and see how we can put these stories together. So let's see, I want to share this screen right here, okay? So you can see the directions here. I'm going to go through them too. You're writing a story, so it should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. These sentences should all be related to one another. Each sentence should use the indicated word. So you can see that the very first sentence that I have right up here uses the word crustum. In addition to using this word in the sentence, you should translate the sentence too. There's a chance that maybe I don't know exactly what you want to convey in your sentence. And so when we put these together and read them after break, I'll edit them slightly so that we'll all be able to understand them better. Let's see, you should change the forms of nouns so that they fit in the role you want them to be in the sentence. So maybe you need the form to be a direct object form instead of a subject form. Maybe you need this to be in the plural instead of the singular. So I've given a couple of notes on some trickier nouns, but I think most of these you should be able to recognize as they're given. Similarly, for verbs, if you need to use a first person form, change the verb form. If you need to use a past tense form, use a past tense form. I've provided all the forms as Z sees or Z thinks in that third person singular form, but you can change those. And finally, please don't use any vocabulary that you and your group don't already know. You can refer back to previous Quizlets for other vocabulary, but we want these to be readable by everybody in the class. So don't reach out to words that you have to look up yourselves. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll go through a couple of sentences together here. You do not need to use the sentences that I come up with, but these are just for the sake of example. So I see here, my very first word is crustum. Why don't we say Caesar wants pie? Let's say Kaiser crustum. I can tell that's a neuter noun by the way it's listed, so that's the direct object form too. So in parentheses, I'll say Caesar wants pie. Okay, our next word is pomum. Let's maybe set up a conflict here. Maybe Caesar doesn't like fruit in his pies. So said Kaiser pomum in crusto. I'll use the ablative here for the word pie. Non amat. Does not like fruit in his pie. So I should say that in English. But Caesar does not like fruit in his pie. Caseus. Okay. Why don't we say Caesar wants cheese in his pie? So Caseus is the nominative form. We'll change that to the accusative. I'll say Kaiser Caseum in Crusto what? Caesar wants cheese in his pie. Okay, so when you get through your sentences, and if you start running out of time, you can just put in random characters here, but I think you should be able to get through all of these sentences. You'll just hit the submit form. It does expect you to have some answer for each word. So again, as I say, like, oh, maybe you've got one sentence left and the bell is just wrong, just put some random characters and then hit submit. Okay, I look forward to seeing your sentences, and I look forward to seeing you all again after the break. Walete comites. This is awkward. I have to stop the share and then end the session. Walete comites.